Hello all, welcome to this video in which we will discuss very important quote you might have heard many times during last few years, that is Vasudhaiv Kutumbakam.
Vasudhaiv Kutumbakam.
Vasudhaiv Kutumbakam.
जो कहती है वसुधैव कुटुंबकम.
We are Vasudhaiv Kutumbakam, that we are one earth, one family, one future.
That sees the world as one family.
वसुधैव कुटुंबकम, or the world is one family.
In India's G20 presidency from 2022 to 2023, one earth, one family and one future was the theme. And you might have heard many leaders across parties from across last few decades quoting this term Vasudhaiv Kutumbakam. So let's try to explore the exact meaning of it. Vasudhaiv Kutumbakam comes from a shloka from Hitopadesha, or the original source is in Maha Upanishad from Samveda. I'll just recite the shlok first and then we will see the meaning. So the shlok is Ayam nijaha paroveti ganana laghu chetasam udara charitanantu Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. So the meaning of the shlok, as you can see in the Hindi and in English on the screen. So Ayam nijaha, this is mine. Paroveti, this is not mine. Ganana laghu chetasam, small minded. Udara charitanam, those who are wise, who are magnanimous hearted, they think that Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, Vasudha iva Kutumbakam iva. So Vasudha means earth, Vasudhaiva, Vasudha iva, like Kutumbakam, as like family. So the meaning is, this is my own, this is stranger. This kind of calculation, the people who do are narrow-minded. So only narrow-minded people think that this person is mine, this person is not mine. For the magnanimous hearted people, those who are wise, they consider entire earth as a family. In Maha Upanishad, only the difference is of initial phrase Ayam bandhurayam neti. So this is my bandhu, this is my closer, and this is not. So this is the only difference, but otherwise you can see this shlok in many places. Many of the people are not aware about the exact meaning of this shlok and how we can relate it with sustainability. So I hope this explanation will help you to gain better insights into this popular term Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, and whenever you see this quote, so hopefully you'll remember this video. Let's start. Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, it's not, there is many debate on this. Kutumbakam or family, families are not ideal and all that kind of debate is there. But the fundamental concept that this shloka is trying to explain to us is, just consider this one thought. Whom do we consider as a friend and whom do we consider as enemy? Just think about it. Those who are familiar with us, we consider them as a friendly, and those who are new to us, we always tend to consider them as foreign, as our enemy, right? But that should not be there. And generally, if you consider, people tend to misbehave with the strangers, with those whom they can't relate to, right? The wars happen because people don't see the suffering of other people. The exploitation happen because people don't consider them as their own. So next question is, can a person considering everyone as his or her own can intentionally harm anyone? Instead of just considering the earth, we can just consider our body also. Okay, so this is my hand, this is my nose, this is my ears. So can I intentionally harm this because I know this is my ear? So if I consider this as my ear, I'll not harm it. But if I don't consider this as my ear, just any other object, I might misbehave with it. And this should not be only limited to our body or just to our close family, but this should extend towards all the people across the world, and not only people, not only human beings, for other living forms as well. So this is the entire meaning of this shlok, which is, you should consider everyone as your own, and that's how you build the sense of belonging, and that's how you love everyone and you can contribute towards a better world. So many times it has been quoted into politics, or especially if we talk about international relations. You can say that it's geopolitical shrewd statement, cleverly done to emphasize our soft power, to focus on what cultural heritage we have. It's not just a geopolitical clever statement, but it's the truth that is realized by saints and by wise people, and that's one of the way to contribute towards world and work for betterment of it. So, and it's not just about peace and harmony among societies in the world, but it's also the truth that whole world has to live like a family. Just by contemplating the idea and by at least trying to live by it and practice it in our lives, we can make this world a better place. In today's time, we have a false security of modern technology. It provides some sort of security, but we often tend to forget how fragile the life on this planet is. Just consider this. While we prepare our meal, and maybe we prepare in a small kitchen, we forget that our food is not coming from the supermarket or the store from where we buy it. But the main source of the food is a star which is 150 million kilometers away, which gives light and energy to the plants that feed us and all the animals also. Whether we like it or not, whether we are aware it or not, we are a part of fragile system, fragile ecosystem, and we all are dependent on and responsible for it. So just consider about it for a short time. And generally in our siloed environment, just living in our home, just living in our small community, we might not be able to see it with our eyes. But when any animal species go extinct, we are losing a part of our survival, a part of ourselves. And it's not possible to harm another human being or another animal or another living form without harming ourselves. So a sense of belonging that should come from eco point of view, not ego. Human beings are not the master of this earth, and even among human beings also we consider someone as powerful who can exploit the others, someone are weak. That should not be there. We should live like a family. If we want to understand it with sustainability perspective, so these are the 5 takeaways I would like to share about this shlok, which is first is recognizing interdependence. Often we forget about how every element is interlinked to each other human beings, other societies, other living forms, how they interact, how interdependence is. We tend to forget that. Vasudhaiv Kutumbakam should enable us to think about that interdependence. Second, promoting sustainable practices. If you consider someone as a member of your family, means as a dear one, you should not harm them. So not people from the same time period living at a different place, so separated by space, but at the same time future generations that are coming into it, coming in let's say next few years, few decades, few centuries. Promoting sustainable practices, ensuring that they'll also get the resources that they deserve. Third is embracing compassion and empathy. Without empathy, without love, we can't imagine a society, we can't imagine a family if you don't love someone. So if you consider a world as your family, how do you harm another one? You act out of compassion, out of empathy. You try to understand their perspective, and which is very important to build sustainable society. Fourth is inspiring collective action. Vasudhaiv Kutumbakam, if I consider whole world as my family, would I be able to just sit still, sit quiet when I know that I can contribute to it? When your family member, when your dear one is in trouble or they require some support, would you not jump in and support them? I don't think so. And the last is promoting long-term thinking. So sustainability is nothing but long-term thinking. And I would like to show you on the screen, this is a graph about our problems. This is from 1972 report, Limits to Growth. And this wonderfully captures the different problems that we all have. Any human being on this planet has problem. Just the issue is for which problem we associate ourselves. So as you can see on the screen, I'll explain this in another video, but just to give the context to this particular discussion, on the y-axis you can see the space. So near to me, my family, then my business, my community, my society, then my country, then the whole world. And on the right axis, it's about time, about next week, next month, next year, lifetime of generations coming into the future. So those who are wise, those who know the truth, they not only focus about short term, about just me and my close family for just this day or this week, but they also think about what will happen in the future, and at the same time their concern extends not only in space to their family or their society, but to entire world. So Vasudhaiv Kutumbakam is about going from bottom left quadrant of just thinking about me and now to extending our consciousness to entire world, and how do we contribute towards a better world in the future. And the action starts now. I hope this video, you like this video, and I'm giving these references and the source from where I got this information in the references in the description below. So please go ahead and read more about it. And thank you so much. I hope this video was helpful to you. And how do you contribute? So just like, share, comment how you thought about this video. I had one initiative called a Sanskrit Wisdom series, where I had created about 10 videos about different Sanskrit Shlok, and I could add this as the 11th one to the Sanskrit Wisdom series. And if you'd like to know more about it, I'm giving the link in the description, so please go ahead and watch it if you are interested. But otherwise, if you want to gain deeper insights into sustainability, sustainable development, so please do like the Sustainability Simply Put. Stay connected, become a member to get all this content, join the membership, and you will get all these wonderful resources. So do join as a member and support this initiative, simplifying sustainability for all of us. Again, in next video, we will discuss some more topic, but till then, thank you so much for your valuable time. Have a great day. We will meet again. Thank you.